What's up everybody, it's Dan the Bugman here. In today's video, I'm going to be treating this Subterranean yellow jacket nest. The nest is right here. This species of wasp is extremely aggressive. This is the only species of wasp that has ever stung me while on the job. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how to exterminate them. I'm going to capture one of these wasps so we can take a closer look. And I'm also going to dig up that yellow jacket nest after we treat it and show you guys what it looks like underneath the ground. First things first, we're going to treat the wasp nest. Today's video is sponsored by BrioStack. Their pest control software is specifically designed to optimize pest control sales, profits, and make your business run smoother. We're going to talk more about BrioStack here in just a few minutes, but let's get back to treating this wasp nest. We're going to be using two different products. One is the CSI Pest Striker Wasp and Hornet Killer. The second one is the Bifin IT Residual Insecticide. We're going to be treating the wasp entrance with both of these products today. The Striker Wasp and Hornet Killer is ready to use, ready to go, but the Bifin IT is mixed with water, so we're going to do that now. The entrance is right there on the ground. See that one coming out right there? All right, so we're going to mix 1 fluid ounce of the Bifin IT in this 1 gallon of water. This is our residual insecticide. Goes in like that. This is a B&G hand sprayer. And after you put the insecticide concentrate in, you simply just mix it up and then we're going to pump it up. Once I treat this nest, because this Bifin IT insecticide is a residual insecticide, that means it leaves little particles behind after the water evaporates. These yellow jackets are extremely social. They live in a colony system. So if I can get some of this Bifin IT insecticide saturated around all of that soil to the entrance of the nests, these wasps are going to walk over it to pick it up on their feet, on their antennas, in their mouth, go inside the colony and slowly transfer it to all the other wasps inside the nest. The treatment I'm doing now could be the only treatment you do. Give it a few days for the colony to transfer the insecticide, and when you come back a few days later, the wasps should be completely eliminated. And that's what I would do in a normal job, but we're not doing that today, guys. I'm going to treat the nest. I'm also going to capture one of these yellow jackets, show you a close-up of the insect, and then we're going to dig up the nest and I'm going to show you guys what's inside that nest today. Normally when I use the B&G sprayer, it comes out in a fan pattern, but I'm adjusting the tip right now so it comes out in a little heavier stream. That's going to allow this chemical to soak the ground around the entrance to this yellow jacket nest. A little more thorough treatment than just spraying the surface for the spiders. We want to actually saturate some of the soil around the entrance to the nest. And as soon as I start doing that, guys, that's going to upset the yellow jackets. They're a very, very aggressive wasp species. That's why I have this Striker Wasp and Hornet Killer handy. As soon as I get done spraying that nest, I'm going to saturate it more with this, spray any of those ones flying around, and hopefully I don't get stung, because if my memory serves me correct, it didn't feel good. So here we go. The nest entrance is, I'm gonna spray, it's right about there. So I'm gonna spray, just soak that nest. As you can see, there's 20 of them flying around right now. I think I might have already started to disturb them. Pump it up, shake it for good luck, and just start soaking the entrance there. I know they're gonna get upset very quickly. So with how much chemicals coming up out there, pump it up again, and then a little more spray around the entrance there. So that could be the end of the treatment, guys, if you wanted it to be. That soil is thoroughly saturated with the Bifin IT insecticide, but I am going to finish it off because I see more coming out right now, and we're going to be digging up this nest in just a few minutes. So I'm going to spray those right there, wait a couple seconds. There'll be some more starting to come back from foraging for food. It seems to be pretty calm right now. Let me get a close-up of the entrance to the nest, guys. It doesn't look like anything from the surface. It's almost impossible to tell that there was a yellow jacket nest there. Oh, but I could tell it was there, obviously. There were tons flying around this area, and it just took a couple seconds of observation to realize that there was a nest there. It's time to get out of here. I'm going to capture one of these yellow jackets and we're going to take a closer look at it. I know there's some dead ones right by the entrance. I was going to try to smack one of these live ones. Kill it. Oh, that was a whack. Alright. Got one, guys. Got him by the leg. Alright, I just put the wasp nest in a jar filled with isopropyl alcohol. That thoroughly killed it, so let's get it out now and we can examine it. All right, just pouring the alcohol out. Oh no! It doesn't have a head. Oh, that's not cool. Gotta find one with a head. Must have smacked its head off. Oh my gosh, look at how many there are. Wow. This is how you exterminate a wasp nest. We finally captured one of the worker yellow jackets with a head this time, so you can take a closer look. They're all coming back now, and they don't want to go inside the nest because they can sense there's something wrong. So they're just hovering around the entrance there. That's gonna be lots of fun for me to dig up here in a couple minutes. This species is the eastern yellow jacket. They're easily identifiable by their small size and very vivid black and yellow colorings. Species of wasp is almost exclusively subterranean, meaning they create their nests underground and not in the trees or on eaves of structures like a lot of red or yellow paper wasps do. A couple more fun facts about these yellow jackets. This is a worker yellow jacket. This one is not reproductive. This one's only job is to forage for food for the colony. What most people don't know about yellow jackets is that they have almost an identical diet to other pollinators like bees. These yellow jackets feed on it helps me become one with the yellow jackets, and really, I think that's why I haven't gotten stung yet today, because all these yellow jackets know that they're gonna be internet famous whenever I exterminate their nest, and they know that I'm Dan the Bugman, and they know I'm just doing this for education. They're gonna go fly off and have a happy life somewhere else. That's not really true. Once I exterminate the nest, all of the workers and the queen are going to die within a few days. Anyways, these yellow jackets feed on any kinds of fruits or carbohydrates in the surrounding environment. The sugars are the main thing they like. They feed on pollen from flowers, they feed on sap from trees, they feed on fruits, vegetables, anything sweet like that. They can also eat other smaller insects. As you guys notice, I have not gotten stung yet. Knock on wood. If I do get stung, it's likely I may get stung more. But if you don't get stung initially, you have a better chance of not being stung at all, because whenever these yellow jackets sting, they release a pheromone that alerts the other yellow jackets that there is danger around, that they had to use their stinger, and that the other yellow jackets need to search for something trying to destroy their colony. Most people know the fact that when bees sting, they lose their stinger, they lose a lot of important things along with it, and that bee is dead just a few minutes after it stings. But these yellow jackets are able to sting multiple times without dying. They can just keep on stinging, keep on stinging. Their ability to sting multiple times makes them a very aggressive and defensive wasp species. Because of the small size and black and yellow coloring of these yellow jackets, they're often confused with honeybees. I've been called numerous times over my career to handle yellow jacket nests, and turns out they were just bees or vice versa. It's very hard to tell what these are without knowing the biology of these species or seeing them up close like this. Get a zoom in here on the head of this yellow jacket. Its antennas. It's in the same family as bees and ants. It has those 3 body segments. All right, we're going to try to finish off this nest. As you can see, there's a ton of yellow jackets trying to get back into the colony, but they don't want to go back in, so they're just flying around. I've changed this sprayer to mist, so that's going to hopefully get that's going to get all that chemical on their skin. In a few hours, they'll be dead. So I'm gonna do that. All those that were around just ran off. We're gonna take this shovel, just start digging down there. I'm not sure if it goes under, to the right, or to the left. I'll tell you about this story really quickly. When I did get stung, I was pulling the hose, was on the truck, pulling it between my legs at a customer's house. This was years ago. And little did I know, I was pulling the hose right above a yellow jacket nest, just like that. This sucker stung me right on the top of my thumb, and there's actually still a mark on my thumb. I'll show you guys after I take this glove off. It's right there. It's just a little red dot, and it just surprised me. If they start stinging me, then we're going to do this tomorrow or in a couple days. Normally I would not dig up a nest like this. I would just treat the yellow jackets and leave, but I want to show you guys this for today's video. So if you appreciate me doing this, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. There's still some coming out. Started digging up the wasp nest, and honestly I've decided that it's just not worth getting stung right now. There are so many swarming around trying to get back into this colony. I'm going to come back here in just a day or two, and I guarantee all of these yellow jackets are going to be gone. We're going to dig up this nest, and I'm not going to get stung, so sorry guys, I'm kind of chickening out, but we're going to be back in just a couple days, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what this nest looks like under the ground. When I'm treating things like this wasp nest with this B&G hand sprayer with striker, wasp and hornet killer, and bifin IT mixed to a certain ratio, guys, and at a certain customer's house at a certain time of day, it would take me, if I wrote that stuff down or if I had to manually enter that in to an appointment record, that would take me 10 minutes at every single appointment to write down all that correct information. And frankly, that does not make me any money. So I do not like wasting my time writing out all of these chemicals, all of these notes, all of these records for every single appointment. And that has to be done in order to stay licensed and in order to properly record my appointments. But that's why I rely on the BrioStack pest control software, because it makes my job as a technician extremely easy. All I have to do is click the preloaded products, lists, and application areas that I use on almost every job. It takes me seconds, guys, literal seconds, to complete, invoice, and collect payment on the BrioStack pest control software. It's a complete game changer when I'm out in the field trying to service 10, 15, up to 20 jobs in one day. BrioStack makes it all possible. It optimizes my route. I can't say enough good things about BrioStack. If you go to the link in the description, I'm going to make it pop up in this video as well. BrioStack will give you a free demonstration, show you exactly how it works and exactly how they can save you, your company, your technicians, time and money. Now let's get back to digging up this wasp nest. All right, we're back. Almost exactly 24 hours later. It's the end of the day, and I just started digging up the nest here. Just took one piece off. There are absolutely no signs of yellow jackets anywhere to be found. I haven't seen a live one yet. I've been here a couple minutes. Just started to dig a little bit of the whole entrance there, and honestly I've kind of lost the direction of the nest. I'm not sure if it's kind of going that way, maybe to the left, or this big rock is over here to the right. Oh gosh, it's hard to tell which way it's going, so I'm going to be really easy, careful, make sure I don't destroy the nest. But I'm going to set this down right here so you guys can watch me work. Oh no. Sorry about that equipment malfunction. I'm really not sure how this thing works. All right, but I've started to dig just straight down. I had no idea which direction it was going. I was just digging down, kind of pulling up loose dirt. I had a feeling it would be right next to the slab here, and I've started digging, and what I can see here is some squishiness here, guys, and it's, you hear that? That's definitely the nest. It looks pretty large. Like a watermelon size right around here. Actually, look, I can put my finger in there. So let me pull some up. It's almost September, guys. This nest has been growing here all summer. They start the nests over every single year. Yep, there's a dead yellow jacket right there. See you guys, let me zoom in. All right, so there's the dead yellow jacket, and there's the entrance. Well, we're starting to see some of the actual nest. So let me keep digging. I don't want to destroy the nest. I want to see how much of the nest I can save. Hopefully the customer doesn't mind me making a big mess. No, just a piece of wood. We don't want that there. Wood next to a structure like this and any kind of other cellulose debris will attract termites to any kind of structure. All right, guys, I actually see one yellow jacket swarming around here looking for the entrance. You see it there, guys? Right there. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I hope it doesn't sting. I don't think it will. It might. Wow, this is crazy, guys. It's so far down into the ground. I'm a good 8 or 9 inches until the top of the nest starts. Let me get you a better shot of what's going on. All right, so you can see the outline of the nest right around there. Some live ones are starting to crawl out that were stuck in there or still getting affected by the chemical. I'm gonna try to pull it out in one piece if I can. Boom! Look at that. Check it out, guys. All right, there's a bunch of live ones still down there. Wow, this is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Check it out. Holy crap, there's 4 main layers, and yeah, there's still live ones. Let me put this down. Wow, I've never done this before. This is really, really interesting, guys. Really interesting. Look at all those live ones down there. Well, dead ones too. Casualties. Just mounds of dead ones. And I told you guys, you only had to spray around the entrance with the Bifin IT. There's some of the larvae. These yellow jackets dug this whole hole out by themselves, and that takes them all summer to do. Oh, that one's bigger. That might be a reproductive one right there, trying to bury. Oh, looks like there might be some more tunnels to the right there. All those live ones are buzzing around. 99% of the colony are worker yellow jackets and not reproductives. I'm almost scared to reach my hand in there, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put this glove on, give me a little bit of protection. See if there's any nests left, really. Not much, guys. It goes down some more. There's the concrete slab at the very bottom. They dug as far down as they could go, really. Wow, look at all of them. There's so many. All those are dead, guys. And I didn't even spray them directly. It was just the product working. Look at that. Pieces of the nest are down here too. Pick this apart a little bit. Even though there's still live ones, I don't think they're gonna sting. They're really dazed and confused. Oh, watch that, guys. See it? See it coming out there? We literally just captured the first moments of that yellow jacket's life hatching from that nest. Wow, that was incredible. I think that one just came out of the nest too, right there. Literally just came out. It's still drying itself off from being wet inside the cocoon. That one just came out as well. Oh, we got another one coming out here. Check it out. Yellow jacket's first moments of life. It uses its teeth to tear apart the entrance to the nest, to the cocoon where it was sealed up. And you see all those little ovals next to it? The yellow jackets reuse the same cells generation after generation. This one hatching using its teeth to open up its cocoon there, that's the oldest generation about to hatch, and the eggs right next to it, guys. And look at the larvae wiggling around there. That's how they spend a lot of their life, guys, just growing. That's the first stages of the yellow jacket life cycle. The last stage is this one right there, trying to escape. I almost want to try to help it out. So the nest is actually upside down right now. It's supposed to be, whoa, when you touch that, look at all of them wiggle. Look at all those larvae. Those were all laid around the same time. That's where they're all in the same life stage. See this line of eggs and adults almost ready to hatch? That's the generation line. Oh, there's one on me. Whew. It didn't sting me though. I'm still nervous I'm gonna get stung, guys. It hasn't happened yet, thankfully. All right, guys, my phone's about to die. It's been a long day of pest control. I'm gonna kind of break open some of these layers just so we can see if there's anything cool inside. Maybe we can find the queen. Ah. Yeah, those are all definitely still alive. Like I said, the colony is obviously not going to survive long term, but these are very much alive. See all those support columns? There's maybe a dozen support columns that the wasps use to help keep the nest intact and together. That's really cool. Let me see if I can get it at a different angle. Yeah, see all those sticking up there? That's how they keep the nest attached. They're just little columns, just tall enough for the yellow jackets to crawl between and take care of the young ones, give them food, feed them nectar, feed them pollen, sugars, stuff like that we talked about. Last layer there. Whoa. Look at them. Those are very much alive. Very much able to sting if they get on me. I keep on feeling mosquitoes land on me and thinking they're yellow jackets. Like I said, guys, they reuse all of these cells. They all have an egg, a larva, or an adult. These are very efficient. These are not stupid wasps. They know how to use their resources well. Every single one is filled. I will not dare to count, but there's probably, I mean, if this kept on going, you know, a few months later, this could have been twice the size. These nests expand exponentially. As they get bigger, they grow quicker and quicker and quicker, guys. Yellow jacket nests are no joke. If you leave one next to your house for just a few months, they will be extremely large in no time. Exponential growth, seventh wonder of the world, people say. This nest is huge, and I guarantee you it was only twice this big, you know, a couple months ago. They're all wiggling, waiting for some worker yellow jacket to come feed them. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen for this colony. It was just too close to this apartment complex. Very, very cool. I think that one's still trying to tend to the young. It just poked its head in there. This is really cool actually to watch. All right, I'll show you guys the hole one more time. Down here, there's still a couple flying around. Thank you guys for watching this Dan the Bugman video. Please let me know if you had any questions about what I did today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Maybe I should just bury the nest back in the ground where it belongs. I think that's appropriate. I think it's a pretty common rumor that they can sting when they're dead, and I simply don't think that's the case. I know if they're still like almost dead, they can still sting, but if they're dead, guys, they're not gonna sting. Company. Let me get rid of that wasp nest one.